Spare YouTube. How you doing today? It's December 5th. 2 days away from the day that'll live in infamy. That would be Pearl Harbor. Um, Yesterday was my Pearl Harbor. Maybe the day before that, actually. Whew, man, I was sick as a dog. Holy shit. No pun intended. I was on the toilet more than I was off of it. Really sick. I think I might have had norovirus or something. It's finally able to do something. I did just about nothing yesterday. Lied around. It's too weak, and even today I'm weak. This thing hit me fast, and it messed me up pretty good. But I'm all right now, or trying to be. Faking it. Fake it till you make it, right? That's what I'm telling myself. And yeah, I'm hanging in here, but brutal. It was brutal. Anyway, watch out for that norovirus. I think that's what it might have been. That's about 3 days long at last. I'm hoping it's that. Not that I'm hoping. I want it to be that or anything, but the reality is I don't think it was food poisoning. It felt different. I've had food poisoning. It felt like the way a stomach virus felt. Anyway, let me get off of that thing and start talking about the other stomach virus out there. You know, Mr. Fauci, our buddy Anthony Fauci. Biden's getting ready to pardon that scum. Yeah, he's a scumbag. I ain't gonna censor that. He's a scumbag. All right. Did you see what he did? There was film footage of him or his lab messing around with, I think there were beagles, some kind of dog. I didn't even want to talk about. It was horrible. Some science project or whatever. Whatever the hell it was awful. Inhumane shit. Anyway, above and beyond that, there's also the fact that, gain of function thing, who's over there in other countries and they're playing around in laboratories. And everybody's life got fucked up from that for a long time. Anyway, my point was, or where I was going with this, is Joe Biden's doing what they call a blanket pardon, and he's covering all his buddies, all his, Legion of Doom partners. Hey, how you, man? I'm still hurting there, mixed media. I feel real weak, and but man, it's good to start to coming out of it. Man, it was brutal the first day. Anyway, yeah, like I said, Joe Biden's just going to we're all going to walk free from everything we just did to you guys. That's what pisses me off. They put our country through hell 100 different ways from Sunday. If there's not some justice, you're going to have farmers with pitchforks type of thing and torches going after them. I'd advise that the powers that be make sure criminals have to pay their price, because they're sure as shit making the American citizens pay their price. It wasn't even their price. They're going after Americans all over the board because their freedom to choose a presidential candidate, for instance. The people down in the flooded out areas down south in North Carolina and Georgia and all them, they're still getting screwed over. There's people freezing to death down there, and you don't hear nothing about it. Now, I got a real fucking issue with this. It's FEMA people, they need to be gotten rid of. We need a whole new way of looking at that, because they're doing jack shit, nothing but political favors for Biden's crew. Going and we'll throw Trump's people to the curb on. Wait a minute, what's this say? Please. Pisses me off freaking bad. They just won't stop spending either, and it's exactly why I had the dream that after Trump gets elected, we're going to be a major... Exactly. I just heard Elon Musk is going to go start doing something with Social Security, and I don't know that this is true. I just heard it. But try to give it over to Wall Street to let them play around with our money or some shit. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Yeah. FEMA are criminals too. You know what it is? They hired it. FEMA went out and hired people who were perfect stooges or perfect puppets to go out and do their dirty work. Probably pretty much how, they hired Nazi guards back in World War II, maybe. I don't know. Just a guess. Somebody with no conscience, don't give a shit, throw their fellow man into the wood chipper. I'm a little over the top with this, but in reality, this needs to be not only looked at, something needs to be done about with the whole, excuse me, it's hot as shit in here. And take my jacket off. Did you ever try to do this? Take a jacket off in a car? It's a bitch. Actually, got my outlaw shirt on. That's what we're dealing with here. These outlaws. But anyway, now I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, FEMA. They must hire people who are sociopaths. Anybody who can walk by a house and say, we're not going to help them. They have a Trump sign out there. These people are in dire need of help. There's plenty of money out there for everything else. It's really rotten. Who's this? Hey, how you doing? Spirit in the sky. Good to see you. How was your Thanksgiving? I'm just on a little bit of a rant. Man, I'm just getting better. I was sick for 2 days. Almost, this is the third day. Just kind of feel weak today. Yeah. Yeah, it's off the hook, man. I just get kind of pissed off. And there's a lot of stuff going on that's just, you can't even believe it. I thought once we get to this point, everything would magically disappear. Trump's in office. And actually, I didn't. I knew we're in for the long haul. This is a long, rough road we got to ride. And then again, at the end of this all, how do we know? How do we 100% know that we still ain't getting played and Trump's part of it? I hate to even be Mr. Conspiracy Theory on that, because everybody be hating on me for even questioning Trump. Just saying it's possible, and I'm just going to stay a little bit wary. Everything just doesn't make any sense anymore to me. Yeah, it was terrible there. It came on fast and it tore me up quick. Glad to be past it. Mostly past it. Anyway, wait a minute. What's this? I just saw. It's gone. It was what do you call it? A notification came across. Something's going on. I couldn't read it. Went by too quick. So, just pissed off in general about a lot of the shit going on. And the fact that these guys are going to just try to walk away and Biden's going to cover, their tail. Let them escape justice. It's just we were on alert in Michigan. We have illegal guns. Yeah, that's nuts. Wow. That's an invasion, not just a home invasion. These are enemies of the state, enemies of the country, whatever you want to say. If they're breaking into homes, they're no longer refugees. If they're going after and terrorizing Americans, it's time to put them in the fucking ground, maybe. You ever think that? Plant them like corn. That's where I'm at right there, because it's bullshit. If you're attacking Americans, you're not supposed to be here. Get the hell out, or we're going to drag you out. That's where I'm at right now. And that's pretty harsh. I try to be a little more humane, but enough's enough. It's beyond enough. And if somebody comes and says differently to me, they can go pound sand, because it's ridiculous. You try to be patient. You even try to accept what's going on at times, but you can't. If they're victimizing you, it's time to fight. Just sick of it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I know a lot of places. I think Colorado is having problems, in Tennessee with these gangs from what was it, Aragua or whatever. What was the name of that? Trende Aragua. I think, not too sure. Yeah, they're just forming little fortresses in different states where they're going to hang out and just victimize everybody. What's it say? I put the news video about. Okay, cool. I'll check that out. Cool. Thank you. I'll go to your website or your your YouTube channel and check that out. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's crazy. Did that just happen, or was it been going on for a couple weeks up there, or is it just starting? Because I know down in Colorado and Tennessee, it's also a lot of stuff going on. It's been a few weeks, maybe a month or two. It's unbelievable. And people probably want to sit on here and say that you're talking hate speech, you know, because you're saying get these people out of here. No, they're the enemy of the state. Like I said, they're coming in here and attacking us. And any asshole that says differently, they're full of shit. Sorry, this is the truth. It's going on now. Yep, getting worse. Yep, they're attacking up there. They're going to work their way down, and people down south are going to, you see what I'm saying? You're going to have a full-scale war in the middle of the country, and then the two coastlines are probably going to get attacked from something else. Like over in Jersey, there's hundreds of drones flying around at nighttime. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's crazy as shit. And evidently the government's not sure what they are. Well, why are you letting them fly around? Shoot them out of the air or do something about it. You know? They could be... But none of it makes any sense. And you got the West Coast. They're having problems out there. What's this say? It's nuts. And evidently they spent all day yesterday... nuke sniffer plane flew down and was flying up and down the coastline near Florida somewhere. Again, nuclear subs probably off our coast. We're in for something really bad to happen soon. And to sit here and just live in a dream world thinking, you know, everything's okay is a fool's way of handling it. We're going to have to stay alert, not only stay alert, but we're going to have to get assertive and start doing shit, whether you get labeled as somebody who's, you're, you know, politically incorrect or what you're saying or whatever. You know what? They're not coming and kicking your doors in yet. You know, these people who, wait a minute, what's this say? Clinton 2008, she was more MAGA than exactly. Exactly. Is that Texas 3, what's up? I see your name there, brother. Good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Yeah, shit's out of control, man. I was just telling them, you ain't seen me for a couple days. I'm just getting better. Stomach virus or something. And it's another thing I was getting to is won't be long before they start wheeling out the next pandemic on us. It's already people around the country getting sick, and I feel like it's not getting any better. Hang on, I gotta turn this heater off. I had the damn heat on. It's like, feels like it's 900 degrees in here. All right. You should have heard the liberals cheering it. Yeah, exactly. It's unbelievable, dude. You know what? Sometimes I get on here, I got a full head of steam. I start spouting off and getting everything out of my system, throwing it out there for all you guys to consume and tear you up and get all worked up there and your little fury going on. And the reality is that I'll hit a wall and just like forgot what the fuck I was going to say, because I had a lot more to say on this. I mean, it just, I guess I expected, like everybody else, seeing Trump got in, things are starting to change and everything. I don't want to be hearing all this shit that's happening now. It should be stopped dead on a fucking dime. Sheriffs and police officers need to go make arrests, and they should go and talk to whoever about why they're not prosecuting criminals. Yeah, we got to cut that bullshit out. Go after these George Soros people who are up in the higher echelons of the judicial system, letting people off the hook. Shit's got to stop. And anyway, what I was getting at was the whole blanket pardon bullshit. What the hell, man? if Fauci, why is Fauci needing pardon? So in other words, they know he did something wrong too. See what I'm saying? What's it say? I don't think Trump's going to be playing a whole lot of games. Let's hope not. It might go completely overboard because this is like, it's like we're trying to take and get rid of a cancer in our body, except for the body's the whole United States. This thing's rotting us out from the inside. There's so much corruption that it's ridiculous. It's off the hook. And anybody who stands up for that corruption, they need to go. You know? It's unbelievable. You know what I think's happening? I think this is setting up for a rapture. Decent people are going to get out of here, and I hate to say it, the scumbags are going to take over, and then you're going to have tribulation. Because all the, I don't know, I'm not even going to go there. I was going to go on about that, but every time I talk about religion or anything at all, seems like I'm getting censored. What do we got up there? I got 7 in there. Thank you for showing up, you guys. Like I said, I'm just getting over being sick, man. I'm kind of weak, so I'm leaning on the steering wheel. Let's see. Yeah, he shouldn't be playing a whole lot of games. You know what? If I was Trump, I wouldn't be playing any games too. Look at what they, not only did they do that shit to him, all the lawfare bullshit, but imagine his family, the shame and the embarrassment and the bullshit. Not that they should have felt any of that because he was innocent, but all the bullshit they put the family through as well with that. You're right. How you doing, Red Dawn? Good to see you. Yep. Exactly. So, it's irritating as hell. Oh, by the way, I only got the one channel right now. You're on it, the Legends and Tales channel. My other phone, I'm going to go try to get it turned on today. Man, I'm in the hurt box financially. I just got to squeak by. It might be all right in a little bit. I found out that my unemployment got tangled up, and now I got to wait another. Supposedly they sent checks out. The old checks in the mail. What a bunch of shit. Never went out. So I have to wait another 30 days. They canceled all that. Luckily, I got everything that's going forward, but all my back pay, that'll eventually go into my bank account, which it should have done in the first place. But unfortunately, I didn't have the tracking number with me the first day I filled out the paperwork. So I said, go ahead, put it on the card, whatever. It's all bullshit. I'm done dealing with that. What a nightmare. It's hard to live off of, nothing but hopes and dreams. You know what I'm saying? Can't pay your bills with, wishes. And I got every asshole and his uncle trying to climb up my ass for money right now. But somehow I'm going to make it because God's going to pull me through this by my bootstraps. Watch. I'll get out of this. It'll be a bitch, but I'm going to come up better than I went down, That's the way I'm looking at it. Anyway, hoping all you guys are doing good. And hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Mine was at best, it was okay. I'm trying to remember. I think I had some TV dinners or something. No, actually, I had some turkey, but it was not real. It was Bill Gates fake turkey. No, actually, I had a good one. I'm just messing around. So anyway, can you guys still hear me babbling over here? Because I can't tell. Sometimes it freezes. Somebody give me a 5x5. Literally, sometimes it'll be frozen for 5 minutes. I'm talking and talking, and people are screaming on the other side there and can't get through to me to let me know. Okay, there you go. No more homesteading. I want to build a log cabin. Yeah, right. Okay, good. I'm serious. Every now and then, I'll be talking for a while, and I'll notice there's nothing going on in the chat, or it doesn't look like it. It's delayed sometimes, but they froze my chat so many times, I got to keep checking. Yeah, I'm going to come out on top. Somehow, some way, God's got my back. It's the way I got to believe in it, Faith the size of a mustard seed. So anyway, yeah, that's a shame up there. Has anything happened in your neighborhood there, Spirit in the Sky? Like any crimes right around where you're living, even, or is it just in the whole state? First cup of coffee I had in about 3 days, man. I was afraid to drink coffee or anything else. So far so good. No, they're south of me. Yeah, but they can get right up north. Yeah. My older brother's always concerned. He lives in the suburbs of Philadelphia, kind of out a few miles. He said it's just a matter of time and the shit hits the fan. If there's a blackout, EMP, everybody's power goes down and everybody starts starving, there's no food in the stores, they're going to start robbing the houses around them and then just keep going out further as people run out of supplies. So you can have yourself stocked to the hilt, but you might need some bullets and some, basically some way to stop them because they're going to try to take your shit. It's a shame. People should pull together, but they'll end up becoming animalistic and fight over the last can of beans to the death instead of, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. Here we go. I guess you heard about, South Korea. Yeah, they declared martial law and then they retracted it just yesterday. That's coming to and you hear about France. France just collapsed. Their government just collapsed just in time for Notre Dame to open back up right now. Notre Dame got burned down a few years back and was in the disrepair until just recently. And France government just collapsed as the other one goes up. Weird. And the weird thing is when that burnt to the ground, you know who was watching it from, what the hell's the name of the river that goes by there? There's a river. It was a boat on the river with Obama's wife was on it. Witnessed the whole thing burn to the ground. Just a weird coincidence? I think not. I don't know. What's that say? Yeah, you're all out in California? Yeah. North Korean sympathy. What's this? He said because of the other side. We're North. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy, man. And you got Russia threatening every day. I don't know if you guys ever watched. There's a YouTube channel. It's pretty decent. It's called New York Prepper. Wait a minute. Hey, yeah, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I must have triggered your coffee fiend thing. I mean, I need my coffee, but the last 2 days I didn't have any. You have a great day. Thank you, Spirit in the Sky. I'll stop by and check your channel out and leave you a couple thumbs up there. Have a good one. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a great Christmas. What do we got here? All the conservatives might end up moving to Idaho. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? It is what it is. It's in God's hands with that, Red Dawn. Who knows what happens? But something's getting ready to happen soon. I got a feeling that it's going to be so big, people are going to be shocked at what happens. Maybe the rapture is going to happen, and then here's the thing: with all these UFO sightings and all this other crap, seems like a good excuse to use that to hide something like that, because they don't want you thinking about God in any way, shape, or form. I think so. It's all distraction, and even this thing with Hunter Biden being let off the hook and all that, it also feels like it's kind of distraction out there. A million different things popping off everywhere, so you can't really focus on one thing like I tried to in the beginning of this video. and be angry about it because I'm just branching out into 100 different things. I need to, you know what I need to do? Sit down and write everything out. I come on here and shoot from the hip, gunslinger style, I guess, and just whatever hits me at that moment. And it's better if I try to calm it down a wee bit. But if I'm not on here for a while, I feel like I'm going to explode. I got to rant every now and then at the shit that's going on. So, anyway, what do we got up there? We got 6 in the house there, 4 thumbs up. Anyway, number one, I'm glad to be able to do this right now because I thought they were going to give me a strike the other day on this channel. They took content down, and whatever. Forget I said that. I'm not even going to go there. But it pissed me off, and I'll leave it at that. Because it never mind. I can't shut my mouth about that because the more I look at it, the more it's kind of making me wonder what the hell's up. What's that? We are divided so many ways as it is. I've seen construction workers change more if you're liberal. If not, flat out deny service. Yeah, I feel like, you know what, I'm glad you just said that for one reason. That's one of the things I came on here to bitch about. I don't know if you guys heard about the guy that got shot up in New York, right? Some CEO from an insurance company, but it was like a healthcare thing, right? Shot point blank, killed him. And they found that shell casings had things written on them, and really weird circumstances. The thing was, I was thinking, well, you know what? You kind of expect insurance people to start catching some shit, because look at the way they're doing everybody with everything. People are fed up. So somebody might have sicked someone after that guy, but just as easily could be a cover-up. Kill him off because he might be getting ready to squeal about something. What's this? Just read about that this morning. Yeah, evidently it happened early today, in the morning or something. And what's it say? I've been the videos down over. Yeah, it's ridiculous. The weird thing is, explain this to me. I've been watching, like, almost tracking what I'm getting, like different videos and view counts and stuff. When they're pissed off at you, they'll let you know. They won't just come out and say, hey, we're penalizing you. No, they'll just fuck with you somehow. And see, that's a bad idea because people don't necessarily get the message. You say, look, you're being punished because we think that this or that. They should say something a little more. And it's not like 3 months of punishment going on and on for something stupid that. But anyway, I don't want to go there. I'm talking about the insurance companies right now. I got insurance for this car here that tomorrow morning I make a payment. $441 a month. What kind of shit is that? I have one accident, okay? No DUIs, no nothing. I'm over 60 years old right now. Well, I'm 60 going on 61. It's criminal. And I ain't the only one. I'm hearing a bunch of people down here in Delaware saying their insurance is through the roof. You know why? I think they're trying to slowly make it so you can't even afford a car. It's taking you down to we're going to get you into 15-minute programming for your mind that you'll have to catch buses and then, whatever we happen to be willing to give you eventually. I'm not saying it's going to happen tomorrow. They're also legalizing, what do you call it, campers or RVs in a lot of places. There's 11 states have legalized them, or not illegal. You're not allowed to go camping in them and live in them. I think live in them, and all kind of other shit. And they're getting rid of tent cities that are along the road. Okay, I get that. And putting those people in some kind of state-run facility or whatever. Maybe they need to be there. Here's the problem. I think they're sweeping us into FEMA camps slowly but surely. Because they can't figure out, they can't just come in and grab you and throw you in there without starting a major panic. So they're going to little by little have you living in the streets, whether you want it or not, because you won't be able to afford, where you're living. All of a sudden, you'll be, jobs might start dropping like flies because they already are. And like I just said, France's government just fell. Just yesterday, they were saying it fell. I don't know exactly what that means economically, but the whole world's going down the shitter. And it just seems to me like they're getting ready to push everybody into FEMA camp. Maybe not tomorrow, like I said, but they're setting it up. So little by little, you end up having nowhere to go or whatever, and you end up, oh, well, the government's going to take care of you. Don't worry. Go down the road there to that little circus tent over there and pick your bunk out, next to a crazy motherfucker with the knife or what, you know what I mean? In some refugee camp fighting for your food. Yeah, exactly. What? Yeah, that's what I want to know. That's exactly what I want to know. I keep seeing these commercials down here. I'm going to go. I think the guy told me I had bad credit, which I don't. I have almost no credit. I never used a credit card. Everything's been either cash or other things, and that actually may have hurt. But that doesn't make any sense. I think it's because I was getting burned by the other company. Now they're burning me even harder. This, whatever. So I don't even have a good answer for that. Exactly. You're out in California paying that. So it's really pissing me off. It's unfair. Yeah. Yep. Let's hope so, dude. Let's hope so. But I don't think a whole hell of a lot of them are working right now. The ones that rolled in, they're collecting money from the government. So they're in here doing crime and shit. Most of them, just being a nuisance or whatever, causing problems. But I'm sure there's a handful here and there that are glad to be in here that aren't assholes, and it's a shame for them, but they should still come in legally. They ought to voluntarily say, look, we came in, we wanted to be here. We're going to go back, but can we sign up to come over here legally? They should go to the top of the list if they fucking turn themselves in and do it that way. I think, if they say, look, we screwed up, we want to do it the right way. Maybe that's incentive to get some of them out without them running and hiding, Yeah, I can't even think about it. It makes me say, yeah, 2012, that's like my car here. Do the math on that. It's insanity. I can't even fathom. I gotta go do something about it. I felt like calling the insurance commissioner. So is this, I don't know what they would be able to do. This doesn't make any sense. Everywhere I'm checking out seems to be, wait a minute. We need to be, exactly. Yep. Yeah, exactly. See, they, they dumb us down. Wait a minute. Oh, was that where that lady fell into the sinkhole there, Red Dawn? It's like somebody's grandmother. Yeah, she went out. She was looking for her cat. Man, oh man. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Whew. Man, oh man. You're hoping for a miracle, but I guess you fall in the sinkhole, you're done. Hopefully, hopefully she didn't suffer. I mean, that's a hell of a way to go. You know what? It's weird. There's been a hell of a lot of sinkholes all around the country too. I think might be a sign of the times. All these earthquakes in diverse places. It's right out of the Bible. Things are starting to fall apart. We're going to have a great shaking that's going to be anything but great. It's going to suck because it's going to scare men to death, basically. You'll probably have, right before tribulation, a major world event shaking us. What's it say? Okay. Um, yeah, I'm just about at the end of my time with dealing with all this shit. I'm ready for God to come back and get this done with. Let's get the show on the road. But we're not in control. He is. He knows why he's doing it, letting things go on. Which is the houses were built on coal mines. Yep, almost 80 years. Yeah, it's probably up in northern PA. I think northern and western PA is coal mines up there. My dad was actually his family came from out that way, Frackville. Listen to the name of that, Frackville. It's up in Pennsylvania. Like way back, a few generations back. He's actually out of Philly. What's it? Pennsylvania apparently has one of the most sinkholes because of coal mines. Yep. Yeah. It's because once you start digging all that stuff out and then you get rains and whatnot, it's like limestone caves too. All that shit rots out and cave-ins start happening. What's it say? Pennsylvania parent. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, but I think basically we're in for something scary pretty soon. I think it's going to be a event like power outage for the 3 days of darkness and then earthquake same time, all kinds of shit. Men's hearts will fail for, I can't remember the verse in the Bible, but I think it's coming up real soon. So anyway, it's good to talk to you guys. I was so hurting the last couple of days, tired, man. Just had no energy. And finally feeling good enough to at least do a live stream here. And I think, though, I'm going to probably end it now because I got something I got to do. And actually, one of the things is get some clothes cleaned. I felt so beat, I could barely do any laundry. So I'm going to go do laundry, and I'll come back on a little later on and do another live stream. Thanks again, everybody. Appreciate you. What's that? The libs are blaming Trump for the sinkholes. Yeah, exactly. About fracking? No. Nope. But the weird thing is, my dad did, his family, I think on his mother's side, possibly, I can't recall whether it was his mother, maybe it was his father's side. They lived up in Frackville a few generations back. It was like a coal mining area. It's weird that's named Frackville, though. You might want to consider making a garden, even a small one, just in case something happens. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Problem is they'll probably come after you if they were saying how that. Well, I'll do it anyway, but fuck it. I don't really have anywhere to put a garden, but maybe like at least a few window boxes or something, get something out of it. And meanwhile, I can always forage, go in the woods and find a few things. But who knows what's going to happen. I mean, maybe I sound like doom and gloom, all this, but I just like to say this shit so people realize what time it is, you know what I mean? I think people still trying to go back to sleep, and they're going to be screwed, if they don't wake up and try to do something. Me included. It's real easy to get comfortable again and just turn on the TV or your YouTube or whatever and just forget about everything. It's human nature to just not want to deal with shit like that. Yeah, veggie garden. Arrow gardens. Yeah, they're pretty decent. So anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate you. And thanks for all the thumbs up. And I'm going to come back on in a little while. I got to get some laundry done and a few other little things. Probably come on and do a live stream. I know I'll do one around 8 o'clock. I might do one a little earlier. What time is it? About 1:30 right now. Probably one around 4, and maybe another one around 8. I feel like I got 3 good live streams in me today. You guys have a great day. Appreciate you.